Hey everyone, it is Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. I made a big decision. On air's white. We're all going to live with it. Maybe. Let me know what you think. It's really important to me. Today we're going to talk about those linebackers, and I love them. I love Kansas State's two core linebackers. Of course, we're talking about Austin Romaine in the middle and Des Purnell on the outside. And they're very K-State stories. K-State-ish. And when I say that about football, I think most of you veteran Kansas State fans get it. You totally get it, what I'm talking about. But what you're not getting is GoPowercat.com. You thought I was going to talk about the channel. I could, but I'm not. 50% off right now at GoPowercat.com. Football is 15 days away from the drop of this video. 15 days. Kansas State kicks it off. Get over there. Join GoPowercat. It's some great coverage all fall long of these Wildcats. It was the 2022 season. We know how that ended. But one of the big hurdles in that season was at Iowa State. Kansas State won that game 10-9. But more importantly, Des Purnell was pushed into duty as a redshirt freshman. Now, let's clarify, Des Purnell was a really good football player out of Topeka Hayden, but he was also a bit undersized. So he started his journey as a safety. But by the time his first year was done and he was heading into that second year, he was a linebacker, about 210 pounds. He wasn't big enough. And that 210 wasn't always good weight. You know what I mean? I got a lot of that. And they didn't expect him to play. They really didn't. But injuries started piling up at linebacker. And in Ames, Iowa, all of a sudden, Des Purnell is thrown on the field as a redshirt freshman who doesn't look the part. And I don't think any of us expected to fill the part. But the role was filled by Des Purnell, and he had a pretty solid season. And every year since then, he's gotten better to the point now heading into his senior season. Des is amazing. He's a tremendous linebacker. But he's probably the second best linebacker on this team because the story of Austin Romaine is about a guy also who came to Kansas State. He was the lowest rated recruit in Kansas State's 23 recruiting class. The lowest. And here come the injuries again at linebacker. This time it's Daniel Green that goes down, and the coaches have a backup in mind. A freshman, a true freshman. They throw him on the field, and it's not Austin Romaine. You see, he wasn't even the top linebacker to get the shot. It was Asa Newsom, who looked really good and then got injured. And the next season got injured again. We hope to see Asa on the field this year. The coaches are raving about him, but when we went to open practice the other day, he was missing. That put Austin Romaine on the field. Now, you talk about a guy who physically did not look like he could fill the role. Austin Romaine at linebacker as a true freshman was that. But you could see he knew how to play. He had the instincts. He had the understanding. And he just had to grow as a player, both physically and mentally. And lordy, 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 did he do it by the last year rolling around. Now a true sophomore, Romaine was rated the top linebacker in college football by PFF. Heading into now his true junior year, he might be the best defensive player in the Big 12. It's a really good conference. We'll see how that works out. But Austin Romaine is a vintage, badass middle linebacker. He's now 245 pounds. And the transformation he had physically between that true freshman year and being thrown on the field and his second year at Kansas State was incredible. He's taken another step. This has gone from a kid that doesn't look like he belongs at linebacker to a kid that looks like a vintage linebacker. Both of them were not expected to be that good, and they were not expected to play early in their careers. But as K-State tends to do, and it's been carried on by Chris Kleiman, they find the guys that are just football players. And while their bodies might need to catch up, they know how to play, and they know what it takes to get there. And these dudes have done it. They're quite a pair. And also, on top of all that, they're both really good dudes.